Live from Albert Allied Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School, Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 19th season of local high school sports television, is proud to present the CIF Sac Joaquin Les Schwab Tires Division II basketball playoffs. Tonight, in an opening round of Division II, the number 8 seed, your Nevada Union Miners, take on the number 9 seed, Ponderosa Bruins. The Miners are on the road to the section title, and all the basketball action is right here, right now. This is your NorCal Game of the Week. The longest journey begins with a single step, and the NU Miners have not been to the playoffs since 2012. But tonight, they host a Division II playoff game against the Ponderosa Bruins. Hello, basketball fans, wherever you are, across our worldwide audience. This is Paul Brown. Alongside me, the voice of Touchdown Productions, Marty Mortensen. Our producer and director in the Commander 2 is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and he's joined by the Touchdown Productions sports team of Genovese Paulo, Eve Wilkins, and making her first Game of the Week debut, Emily Cox. So, Marty, playoffs are in full swing, and NU has made the cut after a 4-year absence. What do you think of that?
Well, that's correct, Paul. This is the first playoff game since the return of Jeff Dulles, and it's no surprise that the Miners have been propelled by the Maneri brothers, who are averaging 28 points a game, and the Carter brothers, who chip in another 11 points per game. And the Miners will need every bit of this 39-point scoring here tonight in round 1.
Well, you're right there, Marty. And, you know, it's seed number 8 against seed number 9, which means the rankings, you can go either way with this game. Both of these teams are incredibly well matched up. And you got the nod by virtue of playing in the SFL, one of the strongest leagues in the conference. But overall, these teams are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. And for Ponderosa tonight, look for a big game from Kenneth Macklin, who averages 18 points a game, and Brennan Wheeler averages 14 points, and Adam Orr averaging 11 points per game to set the tempo for the Bruins and take the early lead and take out the home crowd out of this equation here tonight in this first round playoff.
And I'll tell you, the crowd is pouring in here to the Allied Gymnasium, and there you are. We have all the moments away from player introductions and the tip-off, and we'll return to go down the grids and show you who are the championships and where the games will be played and get all caught up in the playoff action. So you've got the opening round of Division II coming up right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. This is TouchdownProductions.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Your car is one of the most important assets you own. And Reeby's Auto Parts is dedicated to helping you keep it in tip-top condition. Reeby's Auto Parts is a family-owned and operated business since 1956. We have a friendly and knowledgeable staff, and as a Napa Auto Parts dealer, you're sure to find the right part you need from either of our 2 Nevada County locations. You can always count on Reeby's to be there when you need us. It's Reeby's Auto Parts in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Back here at the Allied Gymnasium, about ready to kick off what is probably going to be one of the best basketball games we have seen all year. Marty, let's talk about this NU team, and we can also talk about the Ponderosa team. But for NU, what do you think the key elements are going to be?
Well, I think it's going to be an exciting game tonight. Both these teams come in here ranked 8 and 9, and that's why Nevada Union has the home court advantage against the number 9 seed. But I think these teams are evenly matched. We've got some great players on each team, and I think we're going to be looking at an exciting game here tonight and a high scoring. Let's take a look at the grids here, Paul.
You betcha. It's Sacramento and Vacaville, number 1 against number 16. That's being played, that's tonight as well, the Wednesday, February 24th. And this game, Nevada Union against Ponderosa. I think maybe one of the best games, like we said, played during the playoff season.
Well, also playing tonight, we've got Inderkum, number 5, going up against Benicia. That ought to be a barn burner tonight. And Placer, moving up to Division II, is going to be taking on Rio Linda. So those ought to be two exciting matches here going tonight.
And Marty, the Placer boys, I think, really have an opportunity. We haven't seen them actually go to the finals in a number of years. But this team, this Placer team, I think could go all the way and finish the dance this year. I think that's a good possibility. We'll keep an eye on the Rio Linda game if we get scores from that during the broadcast.
Take a look at the girls' Division IV basketball. This game was last night on Tuesday. Placer comes up big, 63 against Livingston with 54. So close game, but Placer moves out into the next round on Thursday night. And Sonora got off to an early start, put Bear River away early, and Bear River just could not recover. And so number 4 Sonora moves on into the next bracket.
They will take on the Placer girls, and we'll follow that game as well. Find out what's happening with that when we find out tomorrow night and Friday.
Take a look at the lower bracket on Division IV. We got Venture Academy, who blew out Ripon 67-40, and they move on to Thursday night's game. Colfax came up big against Marysville, so Colfax moves on. So an exciting bracket in Division IV girls basketball. Don't forget, Friday night, join us when we've got the Placer Hillman taking on Inderkum High School, as that ought to be a full-fledged blowout game also, as both teams are pretty tough this year.
They are. Steve Sitter and myself will be doing that game tomorrow night. Look forward to seeing if Placer is as good as we think they are.
Tonight we got the first round playoff action. And after 4 years in retirement, Nevada Union Miners come up big this season, and they take on the Ponderosa Bruins here at the Allied Gymnasium. And Paul and I are looking forward to bringing you this exciting game. A high-scoring game, I might add, Paul.
You bet. So with that said, we got some great basketball action ahead of us. This is your NorCal Game of the Week, touchdownproductions.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Magnuson's Toyota and Scion is celebrating 25 years serving you in the foothills. Right now, Magnuson's carries the first all-electric SUV, and they're still the home of the Toyota Tundra. Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is right down the street and features the new Ram diesel truck, Jeep Wranglers, and Grand Jeep Cherokee. It's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota and Magnuson's Dodge, both in Auburn.
Back here to Allied Gymnasium. You know, I'm thinking about this team, this Nevada Union Miner team, Marty, and this is the culmination of actually 3 seasons of working with the same players. Of course, we've got David Maneri and Gary Maneri, the Maneri brothers we spoke of earlier, and you will see how powerful these 2 brothers are. Both are great scorers and equally as good at defense. David is the leader on this team. He is the highest scorer. He does the job both on offense and on defense. You could put him on one of the best players on each team, and generally he can hold his own. But many of these players played, Marty, as sophomores. 3 of them played as sophomores, and they are 3-year players on the Nevada Union team. So this is something that we've been building towards, and Jeff Dellis has high hopes of going deep into the playoffs this year.
Well, when you have players that have played together all these years, probably played in youth basketball together and everything else, you're going to have that timing down, and you're going to have a cohesive a lineup. So I think that's going to be very helpful tonight.
You know, I was talking to Coach Troy Selvey, who is the coach of the Ponderosa Bruins, and he said that he knows this team because many of his players play on the same AAU team as the Maneris and as many of the NU players, and they know them because they've just grown up together. Now they're seniors. Now it's time for them to shine, and now it's the playoffs. So this is what they've all worked for, and I don't think they'll let us down tonight. That's for sure.
Well, we're looking forward to an exciting game here tonight, Paul, and I think that you and I both agree that it's more than likely going to be a shootout as opposed to a defensive struggle.
And I want to tell you, Marty, how nice it is to have you back in the booth with me tonight. We get people here on camera.
Well, that's the
we started
referee.
Together, though, and we've been together for 8 years, and it's nice to have you in a big game like this working together with you.
Well, the referees for tonight's game, Paul, are Mel Sattler. He was the one who was in our camera shot there, and also Matt Amarel. He's also the referee, so they're about ready to have the introductions and the tip-off, and we're looking forward to another exciting Nevada Union Minor playoff game. Well, we're about ready for the introductions, and let's see what.
We'll pause for the national anthem.
Tux, we didn't get his name, unfortunately, but I like the tuxedo and the tennis shoes. What do you think?
He's got style, and he's got the voice to go with it. You don't show up in a tuxedo and not have the game to play.
There you go.
Here they come. If you'll get a picture of them coming in the gym. At Nevada Union, they got fans, baby.
At the swim team.
The swim team is in the house. I think I was on the wrong team.
Yeah. I don't think the coach from Ponderosa was too pleased with that as they walked by him. He did not smile a bit.
Well, everybody else is.
We got Principal Fazella is sitting next to us over here, and I don't know whether he knows this was going on here tonight or not, but he doesn't seem to be smiling too tonight.
This is what high school sports is all about as far as I'm concerned, Marty. Whether you're playing rugby or basketball, baseball, whatever it is, this school's got spirit.
So now the lights are out and the introductions are on their way, Paul.
David Maneri, 17 points a game. This could be his last game here at Nevada Union. One of my favorites, Mario Edwards. He will do the ball handling. And then his brother, Gary Maneri, thank goodness we get him for another year, the junior, 11 points a game. Number 15, Daniel Carter. And they're going to start the shooter, the man from the outside, John Schintzes. They're going to put their best they've got on the floor and go for it tonight. Nothing here to hold back. And on the floor, Marty, I'll call this out for you. We got number 15, Adam Orr, number 32, Brennan Wheeler, number 23, Kenneth Macklin. We've got number 12, Remington Smith. Love that name, don't you?
Oh, yeah, Remington.
And last but not least, Campbell Strud. That fills out the Ponderosa team. And with that said, let me introduce the voice of Touchdown Productions, Marty Mortensen, to call the play-by-play. Marty?
All right, we're about ready for the tip-off. Paul, thank you. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown. Boy, the crowd is really fired up, and Principal Fasella is trying to calm down the student body, but I don't think he's going to be able to put a halt to their. He's going over there now, but they're going to be noisy. So we've got Matt Amaral will be doing the tip, and looks like that is Maneri. Gary bringing the ball up now, and he hands it over to Edwards. Now they move it around the outside of the key. Driving in the middle, putting it up, and it's going to be short. It's going to be fouled. There's going to be a charge. So right away, Chincy gets a foul called on him. So that's a turnover. So here come the Bruins. Good ball handling in there by number 12, Smith. Gets it down low. He trips and falls, but now they work it outside. A 15-footer up and off the iron. Doesn't go, but it's recovered in there by Carter. Carter dishes it off, and then he gets a foul's going to be called, I think. Let's see.
Gibsons went up for the basket, going for the hole. I don't think they're going to give him two shots, Marty, but that is the aggressiveness of John Chinsis. Ball will be inbound by Edwards.
So now they'll work it over into the corner. Now they come on out. That's Edwards trying to set up a play. Coach Ellis is calling in the play here. Out at the top of the key, they've got 16 on the shot clock. Continue to move around, being guarded in there by number 23. That's Macklin. Now they're going to have to get a shot up. They're down to 6. Taking it into the hoop. Dishes it out for a three-pointer up offline. And doesn't hit the rim. That'll be a turnover.
Shot clock violation for NU.
Yep.
They're not moving their feet, Marty. They're not moving around the key. They're just looking for someone to do something. It ain't going to happen that way.
There's a 12-footer up and in. That is Macklin. First 2 points of the game for either squad. Now they try to get it down low. Spin move up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Now that's what the crowd came to see. That's David Maneri. Oh, let's hope he didn't turn his ankle. Beautiful move on a spin move. Getting the defense up in the air and then getting a shot off.
So he'll get the shoot two here, try to tie this score. 6:30 left to go in this first quarter. First one is nothing but net. That was a good shot of the crowd there, rooting on Maneri. Up, and that's no good. Score tied at 2. Bringing the ball up is Smith.
No press being put on by NU.
There's a fadeaway jumper. Doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Chensey. Now they get it over to Maneri, and he can't take a shot. All the way across court. Back over to Maneri. Drives into the paint. The ball stolen away. Here they come. This is Macklin.
Yeah, Chitsis does the slap away. That brings the crowd to their feet.
Got blocked out in there by Jeff Dulles. Driving in, and no. I think he was fouled before the shot. Let me see what the referee Sattler is going to tell us.
Going to the basket. John's going to get a couple.
No, I think it was before the shot. So they'll get a fresh clock and inbound.
NU's got to do something other than rely on David Maneri.
Nobody seems to be getting open, Paul. Down inside the paint. Down low. Down. Oh, there's a foul. He was passing the ball off.
So that's going to be the third team foul.
And I think that's the second foul on Wheeler. Not a shooting violation, but third team foul. Down low, inside to Maneri, puts it up off the glass. He's got it.
Great screen by his brother, going right inside, finding the hoop up high.
Now here come the Bruins, trying to take it in. They dish it back off. There is Smith off the iron, rebounded in there by David Maneri, and now bringing the ball up the court is Edwards, and he's got a play called in over there in the corner for a three-pointer. Up and in and out, heartbreak.
Good shot by Toby. We'll take that look all night, Toby.
So the Bruins now trying to get something going, and it gets knocked out of bounds by, it looked like, Carter. 5:05 left. Inbounding is Smith, and the ball stolen away, and it's going to be out of bounds. Couldn't handle it was Gary Maneri. Good hustle in there, Paul. Macklin will inbound. He's got the only 2 points of the game here in this first period for the Bruins. He gets it into Doe, number 44. So trying to take it into the hoop, puts it up, and nothing but net. That was Macklin for the tie the score at 4-4.
Macklin is their best scorer, 18 points a game.
Oh, nice give and go, and a dunk in there by David Maneri. My, oh my, it was a great pass by, I think that was Carter that dished it off to him.
Toby Carter to David. We've seen it all year, but we haven't seen a lane that open.
Good ball handling, so now the Bruins thought about a three. And there's the fadeaway jumper, doesn't go, and rebounded, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Daniel Doe. And it'll be minor ball with a lead of 6-4 early on in this first period. So a lot of missed shots so far, Paul.
So far there have been.
Working it around, trying to set up a shot. Over in the corner is Chensey, and now he has to dish it off. They get all the way across court for a three-pointer. It's off the iron. Didn't go in there by Gary Maneri.
Gary's shooting tentatively. He should just step up and take that shot.
Drive to the baseline by Macklin. He gets his 6th point to tie this game up. Well, now Jeff Dulles, coach, calls in a play. Trying to get the ball down low and can't do it. So now here, being cut off in there is Chensey. Now going baseline, there's going to be a travel call A travel call there on David Maneri. Turns the ball over. Substitutions going in.
Nick Ortiz coming in, number 23. This is a standard substitution for Jeff Dallas.
Looks like Toby Carter.
So that said, we're going to take 30 seconds here. We'll be right back. This is your TouchdownProductions.com Sports Network.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome back to the Allied Gymnasium. Bruins bringing the ball up the court. Macklin trying to make something happen here. He can't go anywhere. Good defense by the Miners. Now they get it off into the corner, and that's Smith trying to do something. There's a three-pointer up and off the iron. Rebounded nicely in there by Maneri.
David doing a great job on the boards, Marty. He's getting boards on both ends.
So Edwards brings it up the court, being guarded in there by Smith. So the Ponderosa crowd is calling for defense. 2:31 left to go, 14 on the shot clock. Miners with the ball. Trying to take it in, can't go, and it's going to be a foul called.
And that's significant because that's the fourth foul on the Bruins. 2:24 in the first quarter.
Well, the referees are letting them play, but those obvious fouls, although they're not shooting fouls, they get a fresh shot clock. Now that's Edwards. Trying to do something with it, being guarded in there by Smith, but he has to get rid of it over to Carter. Miners still having trouble getting the ball inside the paint. Now they get it down low, can't do it, but then coming into the middle, there's a three up and off the iron. And it's going to be saved, maybe, it does. And now they get it in there to Maneri, and it goes off the rim.
Daniels having an off game.
There's a three, in and out. There's a good rebound in there by Gary Maneri. So fast pace here for the Miners. 22 on the, now 19 on the shot clock. Miners work it down, but then they put it up and it rolls around and in. David Maneri with his 6th point of the ball game. Nice break into the paint, puts that ball up and rolls around and in. 1:07 left, first period. Ponderosa going up against a strong defense by the Miners. Trying to get it down low, can't do it, but they do now. Puts it up too hard and recovered nicely in there by Maneri. That was Gary with that takedown of that errant shot. Now they continue to work it around top of the key, driving into the paint, dishes it off, stolen away. Bringing the ball up the court is Macklin. Now he dishes it off to Smith. 8-6. So much for our high-scoring game we predicted, Paul.
Both these teams are just tenacious on defense.
Oh, they are. So now all the way out, almost to half court is Doe. Gives it back to Smith. Macklin with 8 on the shot clock. Tries to take it in. He saves it. And now he throws it up, and they did a double dribble. Shot didn't go. 5 seconds left.
Out comes Ortiz.
Yeah, Ortiz
Nick Ortiz may have turned an ankle or something. Quickly, they put in Toby. He will finish out this last 5 seconds. Daniel Carter in. That's
Got
Daniel.
5 seconds. There's a three-pointer. It's going to be off the backstop. There's a throw all the way down court. Doesn't go. But exciting first period as the Miners on top, 8-6.
And here's something significant, Marty. David Maneri, well, we'll talk about it when we go back to break. There's your TouchdownProductions.com scoreboard. This is your TouchdownProductions.com network. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
We're back here at Allied Gymnasium, and we've got an exciting ball game, Paul, 8-6, as we thought was going to be a high-scoring game with all these really good shooters.
And more significantly, Marty, only 2 players have scored the ball the whole quarter.
I know.
David Maneri has all 8 points for the Miners, and Kenneth Macklin has all 6 points for the Bruins.
Maybe we should just leave those 2 out on the court to duke it out. What do you think?
Play a little one-on-one.
Yep. There's a foul called on, it looked like a reach in there, I believe, on Daniel Carter. Let's see what they... I think it was on Carter. Coach Dulles wanted to know that too. So right at the start of the second period, there's a 15-foot for 3. That was, once again,
that was number 32, Brennan Wheeler. First 3 ball of the night for either team.
So they take the lead 9-8 now. Well, the Miners working around back in the game is Chensey. Trying to kick it out for a 3. It's up and it's off the iron. Doesn't go.
No one under the basket for the Miners to get that offensive rebound.
So here comes Smith. He had nowhere to go. Gets it back over to Macklin. Driving in the paint and a fadeaway jumper put up in there by number 35. That's Sherrod.
Miners need a basket. And John's going to get 2 from the line.
He drove into double coverage, but was able to draw the foul. The shot was no way going to be going in, but he got the foul and go to the line to shoot 2. Good shot of the Nevada Union crowd. The first one is good. So there's a point by Chensey, and other than David Maneri, the next one is good also. 11-10 ball game. Here comes Smith being guarded in there by Edwards. Move it around baseline, cut off by the Miners. Down low in the paint. And he's fouled. He took an NBA stride to the basket there, Paul.
And I'll tell you, I didn't see a foul. It was a very good move to the basket, very cleanly put in. I didn't see any kind of foul. I guess a body we couldn't see. That would be on Maneri. That would be on David, his first. This is Wheeler. So Wheeler completes the 3-point play.
14-10, biggest lead of the game for either team. Now driving it in, almost lost it. Over in the corner for 3, and he hits it. Crowd goes wild. Chensey with a 3-pointer. Back to a 1-point game.
Those of you that know NU basketball know that John gets hot or he's not.
And he stole it. He's going to go coast to coast. Puts it up, and it doesn't go, and it's out of bounds. They just rolled around the rim on it. He didn't even try to dunk it. He just laid it up on the glass and let it roll, and it rolled around the rim and came in.
Can't miss those 2 points. I think he wanted to dunk the ball and decided at the last minute he couldn't.
That was a good steal. He thought about it too. That was Wheeler. Dishes it out, in and out, heartbreak, and recovered in there by David Maneri over in the corner. Since he couldn't do anything with it on that long down court pass, so now they'll have to work it up over in the corner. Thought about baseline drive, now driving it in, gets it over in the. Now he takes it a little. He's fouled.
And that's the 16th foul.
It's early on in this second period.
Daniel Carter, doing what Daniel Carter does best. He goes to the basket very, very well. Elevates. Generally a very good free throw shooter.
That foul was on Wheeler. And just as you say, he's a good free throw shooter. He bangs one off the rim. Well, a full house here tonight at the Allied Gymnasium, and we got basketball coming your way, first round playoff. Winner of this game probably will pay Sacramento High School. And there's one to tie the ball game up.
You told me this was going to be a 14-14 game in the middle of the second quarter. I'd said no way.
Yep. Good defensive struggle going on. Now they get it down for a little 8-footer, and that is Dole for his first 2 points of the game.
Daniel Dole being placed in as a substitute.
Now driving it in, off the glass, doesn't go, and rebounded by Smith.
Gary Maneri is having a bad shooting game. He hasn't scored anything.
There's another rebound in there by David Maneri. Edwards will bring it up the court, trying to get a play set up here by Coach Dulles. Oh, nice no-look pass that didn't go. That's in. That is Macklin again.
And they're going to take a timeout. We'll take 30 seconds here. We'll be back to the Ally. This is touchdownproductions.com.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Back here with, you can see what Ponderosa Bruins are doing here. They're outscoring the Miners by 6 points, and it's the biggest lead of the game for Ponderosa, 18-14, as Edwards will bring the ball up the court. Almost lost the ball in there, and now they have to work it out at the top of the key. Nobody down low. Coach Ellis is telling him to move, and trying to go up for a shot, and a turnover, lost the handle on it. That was Carter.
Kobe Carter, one of the Carter brothers, trying to make something happen. Coach Dulles was screaming at him, move your feet, move, do something.
Well, Ponderosa now in the game is Whitfield. There's a 3 off the iron, rebounded in there by David Maneri. He's been really hot underneath that basket tonight for the Miners. All right, now over in the corner is Chensey. So they're working it around top of the key. Can't get it down low, but now they do into the paint. And he's going to get fouled as David Maneri went to the, that was on 20.
I believe that was on number 23.
23, that
Kenneth
was
Macklin.
Macklin. That's his second foul.
And more importantly, it's the 7th team foul now.
So they go 1-1 here, but I think he was in the process of shooting, so he'll get another one. Nevada Union Miners only with 3 team fouls. That one is good. 9 points in there for David Maneri, one of the captains for the Miners. Now going around, stop, shoot, puts it up, doesn't go, and rebounded and then knocked down. A foul called on number 21. That's Whitfield, just came into the game. That'll be a 1-1, Paul.
Gary has been a contributor tonight, but mostly in the rebound area, Marty. Doing a great job defensive rebounding. That time a little bit of aggression.
Nick Ortiz comes into the ball game for Chensey. First one is good. His first point of the night. That doesn't go. So now they'll work it, trying to work it around the top of the key. Set up a play. We've got 2:42 left to go in this period. There's a three-pointer up and nothing but net. Nice touch in there by Adam Orr, another big scorer for the Ponderosa Bruins with a three-pointer. 21-16, biggest lead of the game so far, 5 points. Pass back over for three. It's up and it's good. Ortiz hits that three-pointer.
Nick Ortiz showing he can shoot the three ball.
Nobody came out for him, and he was right on target. There's another three going up, and it's off the iron. Rebounded in there nicely by David Maneri. Drops it off to Edwards, and he'll bring it up the court. 1:53 left to go in the first half. Low-scoring ball game. Miners trail by 2.
They might try driving the basket. They're in the penalty.
Down low, spin move. Has to dish it out, looking for a three, and it's off the iron. Nice save in there by
Toby
Carter.
All by himself under the basket. Managed to save that one for the Miners.
24 on the shot clock as the Miners work it around. Down low, drive, puts it up, and too hard. And hasn't got control. Saved it. They still 11 on the shot clock, and it's going to be a jump ball. Costello is looking for a foul, but
possession will stay though with the Miners.
They get a fresh clock. They were down to 9 seconds. Could have been a travel call, but he didn't really have control of that ball. So they've hard-fought game defensively, boy.
You gotta love playoff basketball, huh, Marty?
Yep. So now here comes the Miners looking for a three. And it's off the iron, doesn't go, but saved in there. Trying to get a spin move. There's another three. It's in and out. Oh, my goodness. And Bruins come up with the ball. Smith trying to drive it, but then dishes it out. And there's a three. It's going to be off. It's going to be short air ball. The crowd's going to go wild as Ortiz gets that air ball. 40 seconds. They have a chance to take the lead or tie it up here. 22 on the shot clock. See if they can't get in position to get a good shot off. Down low. That is to Maneri. No place to go. Now they get it over there to him and puts it up. Nice shot.
Toby Carter set that one up. Great give and go between David Maneri and Toby Carter. You gotta love that. That's good basketball.
11 seconds on the shot clock. Score tied. And there's a block, illegal block in there by Whitfield. That's his second foul.
That should be one-on-one. They'll go shoot free throws.
Not on an offensive foul.
You're right, Marty. Not on an offensive foul. That'll just be a turnover.
Yep.
6 seconds on the clock, 21-21.
Well, let's see if the Miners can take the lead. They don't have much time. They're going to have to get it down. There's a three-point. Whoa, nice block in there by Whitfield. Think he was a little angry over that, huh? After getting called for that foul?
That was quite a block, and if you can't leave the gymnasium with a point, you might as well leave it with a vicious block, and that's what you just saw. Troy Whitfield going up high, swatting it into the stands as they leave the auditorium. 21-21. Marty Mortensen, that's a half of basketball.
Certainly is, and although the score doesn't reflect it, the score is 21-21, but the Miners scored 13 points in that second period, and the score is tied now at 21-21. Wow, pretty exciting action here, Paul. You called it. We thought it would be more of an offensive game, turned into a defensive struggle, and all of a sudden we got a 21-21 tie and a great block in there at the end of that half by Troy Whitfield. And you see that look on his face after he blocked that ball for that three. No foul. Had that been a foul, he'd have gone to the line to shoot three. So that was a good defensive play.
So with that said, Touchdown Productions Game of the Week. We told you you're going to have good basketball tonight. Well, by golly, we're bringing it to you here from the Allied Gymnasium. 21-21, very low-scoring game. More of a defensive game. I think both these teams match up so well. Really no dominant big man, Marty, and so I think David Maneri is as big inside as anybody. He is dominating both offense and defensive bounds. So,
yeah, at 6'5", he's getting a lot of rebounds tonight. But once again, a lot of shots that by both teams have been rolling around off the basket. So all in all, this could have been a lot higher scoring game, but a lot of the shots just didn't drop.
That's a fact. So with that said, we want to thank you for joining us, and we'll be back for the second half after this message. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you for the second half.
Hi, everybody. Gil Dominguez.
And Teresa Dietrich.
And we welcome Pioneer Motors to the NorCal Game of the Week.
Pioneer Motors is where you go for trucks. We have a huge selection of lowered, lifted, and four-wheel drive trucks.
At Pioneer Motors, we have a huge selection of all-wheel drive vehicles like Audi, Volvo, and Toyotas, to name a few. Looking for a fun car to drive? Come on down to Pioneer Motors and see our huge selection of Mini Coopers, hatchbacks, and luxury cars too.
Remember, it's Pioneer Motors right here in Grass Valley.
The best cars at the best prices with great friendly customer care.
With this huge selection, why go anywhere else? Shop local.
Welcome back to Allied Gymnasium. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown here on the campus of Nevada Union High School. We've got a Donnybrook going on here, Paul. 21-21 at the half, which we thought maybe they would score, maybe both teams and maybe get up in the 70s, and they're going to have a strong second half to get into the 70s by both these teams.
Hey, what it could still happen, and let me make a prediction here, Marty. David Maneri is going to have to carry this team the whole way. He's the only one that's really consistently scoring for Nevada Union. His brother Gary is going to have to step up. He's got 1 point. He's missed a number of shots. Gary is so consistent and such a good player. I think he will break out of that this second half, and we'll see him come to the party with a lot of points. This game could still easily go into the 70s.
Well, we'll have to see that come to pass. It doesn't look like Gary Maneri is going to be in the ball game here to start this second half. We'll see here.
Coach Dellis has a lot of lineups he likes to go with. He gets a feel for, Gary's in the game. He gets a feel for how he matches up defensively, and he'll make changes. But it's going to be the starters. It'll be Edwards, Chinsis, the Maneri brothers, and, of course, Daniel Carter.
So they'll inbound. Ponderosa moving from our left to our right. And here we go for this second half. Here comes Smith looking to dish that ball off at the top of the key. No place to go. Over to Macklin. Now trying to drive in. Good defense by the double teamed in there by the Miners. Over in the corner, and that ball is tipped, going to be out of bounds. 7 seconds on the shot clock. So let's see if the Miners can step up their defense with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see what's going to happen.
Offensive foul. That's an offensive foul on Brennan Wheeler, and that'll be, I believe, Marty, that's his third foul.
That is Wheeler's third foul. Good call there. He's got 6 points, so only 4 players have scored so far. There's a reach in, and we thought he was going to take it into the paint. It's stolen away and couldn't save it, and that'll be Nevada Union ball.
Edwards has got to take that shot. He got inside there with some great ball handling. He needs to take that little runner inside there.
Yep. He just stopped after he had momentum. He almost traveled, but there was no call. They're letting them play, these referees.
Smith's a great defender, but watch Edwards work that ball with both hands.
Yeah. So now trying to take it in, that's Maneri, and that ball doesn't go off the, once again, it rolls around the rim.
That was Daniel Carter.
Crowd calling for defense. Thought about a three, didn't take it, got cut off. Almost stolen away. It is. Here he comes. He puts it in. That is Maneri with his 13th point of the game.
Yeah, Macklin gave up on that ball. He thought it was going out of bounds, and Maneri had other thoughts. Kept it in bounds and got the 2.
So, 23-21. 6:17 left for the Miners. He was cut off. He couldn't take it. There's a three-pointer up and off the iron. Once again, David Maneri with the rebound. He's all around that ball once it comes off that backboard or the rim. So now Carter gets it back. Down low in the paint, couldn't get it in there. That was David Maneri. That was a kind of off-balance shot. There's a stop and go 12-footer, doesn't go. And nice defensive work in there by Jensen.
Jensen gets the block.
Now foul's going to be on Smith, blocking foul.
Second team foul. And Marty, it's 5:27 left in the third, and only 2 points has been scored by either team. 23-21.
There's a steal by Smith, and he puts it in with no problem. It's his first 2 points of the game.
So both teams have scored only by virtue of a steal.
There's a reach in.
Smith's going to get a reach in. Deservedly so.
get it over in the corner. Now off the iron, he gets his own rebound, puts it in, and he's fouled.
He'll get a couple from the line. John Chinsis.
Is that the correct pronunciation? I've been saying it wrong.
Chinsis. And I'll tell you what, you like to see John shoot the ball. When he gets hot, he is on fire. I have seen him score 10, 12 points in a row for this team.
So Chinsis will go to the line to shoot 2. He's made 2 free throws tonight, and there's the third one. 6 points.
Big Jeff Dellis has got to like what he sees. I know it's a low-scoring game, but his team is really playing great defense.
25-23, 2-point lead here for the Miners. Smith will bring it up and almost threw that ball away. Miscommunication, spin move, turnaround jumper, doesn't go, but he's going to be fouled. That was on David Manera.
That's the second foul on David.
First one is good in there by Wheeler. There's the Ponderosa cheering section. Off the iron. Once again, rebounded in there by David Manera. He's got a lot of rebounds tonight. And Edwards will bring it up. Down low, and nice block. Nice block in there by Wheeler as he looked like an easy 2 points there, Paul.
Toby Carter will come in the game, number 24. Toby did a great job of getting the offense to move and work in the first half.
Down low, and he's fouled on the way to the hoop. That was Gary Manera. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Whitfield. That's his third. 15 foul on Ponderosa. That's going to be big in the fourth period.
That is significant. 1 foul only by Nevada Union, 5 by Ponderosa. They'll go on the penalty and 2 more.
So coming back into the ball game is Macklin.
In a low-scoring game like this, Marty, you go on the penalty early like that, you can really take advantage of the other team.
He gets both of them. So now Macklin's back in the ball game. Moving around, and good defense by the Miners. Can't get into the paint. And stolen away. Good defensive play by Maneri. He gets the ball back. Now he gets it back over to Carter. And couldn't save it. Oh, it could have been a travel call there. Happened so fast. Look out, he got double teamed and he gets fouled.
And that's the 16th foul.
Yeah, and that was on Macklin. That's his third.
16 fouls is a big deal. 1 more and they'll shoot free throws.
So now here comes Edwards. Will bring the ball up. Coach has got to play. Get it down low to Chinsis. Once again, he gets it, thought about a 3, has to get it down low, no place to go. Trying to take it in, and goes off his foot, and the ball stolen away. Good defensive play in there by Edwards.
Mario Edwards using his speed, getting down the court, knocking the ball away. The coach for Ponderosa is just holding his head, hoping for a foul, but doesn't get it. That's one of those plays you'll remember, Marty. That was a great defensive play.
Miners never gave up on that breakaway. Now they're going to call something underneath. Let's see what it is. That was on Carter. His first foul. Now they have to break it outside. No place to go. Macklin with the ball again. Moving it around. That's Whitfield. Down low. Puts it up and off the glass and is fouled. Possibility of a three-point play. And going to the line
Adam Orr.
is Orr. And did you see who that foul was on? They
I didn't, Marty. I think it may have been on Ortiz. Adam Orr is, though, he's an elegant player, I like to call him. Very smooth. Shoots a beautiful three ball.
So Adam Orr, a sophomore, is playing well tonight. He comes out of the game.
And the game is tied, Marty.
Yep, 27-27 here with 2:59 in this third period. Down low, baseline, no place to go. There's a 15-footer. That doesn't go. Comes up short on the rim. Macklin with the rebound. He gets double teamed in there, almost stolen away, but saved by Smith. Over in the corner, a 15-footer up and bounces around and in.
That's Macklin.
His 10th point of the game. Driving in the paint, dishes it off for three. Shorted. And a reach in is going to be called on Edwards. That'll be the fourth team foul. So 29-27, first time they've led since the start of the third period. A timeout called on the court, and we'll be right back. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union basketball here at a 29-27 score. We'll be right back.
Magnuson's Toyota and Scion is celebrating 25 years serving you in the foothills. Right now, Magnuson's carries the first all-electric SUV, and they're still the home of the Toyota Tundra. Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is right down the street and features the new Ram diesel truck, Jeep Wranglers, and Grand Jeep Cherokee. It's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota and Magnuson's Dodge, both in Auburn.
Well, the band plays on. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown, as there's a good shot of the Miners. And Nevada Union will inbound. I guess, no, I'll stand corrected. So Smith will bring it up. 2:10 and counting here in the third period. 29-27. There's a shot from 15. Doesn't go, but it's going to be off of. Looked like that was off of Ortiz. Nope, I take that back. The way the coach from Selvey was clapping, I thought for sure it was going to be Ponderosa ball. So now working out on top of the key. Gets cut off and a travel call. Oh, it was a charge. Turnover.
Back in the game now. Number 15 for the Miners, Daniel Carter. Ortiz will stay in, Toby in.
Well, they continue to work at top of the key. Fadeaway jumper off the iron, doesn't go. Rebounded in there nicely by Gary Maneri. So now Edwards will bring the ball up the court.
Without David on the court, it'll be interesting to see who they give the ball to do the scoring. Gary's been pretty cold. He needs to take that shot right there. Bang!
He's got a three-pointer. Whoa!
Boy, that was needed.
Who got that?
Gary.
Gary. Easy shot off the glass over the top. 31-30, 47 seconds left to go in this third period. Crowd on their feet. .21 on the shot clock. Trying to take it baseline, couldn't go. That was Carter. Get it down low. So fadeaway jumper doesn't go. Guarded nicely in there by Wheeler.
17 seconds on the clock. Shot clock turned off.
Now that out at the top of the key, way out. Almost stolen away. Looked like a travel call, and it doesn't go. 3 seconds. Get it down, and he shoots it, and it's stuck. Oh, almost dropped down.
For a second, I thought it was going to come down off the top of the backboard, but it did not. And 30-31 is your score at the quarter. Nothing's been decided here in Allied Gymnasium tonight. Marty Mortensen, Paul Brown bringing you a barn burner. Ponderosa Bruins against the Nevada Union Miners. Marty, they're going to have to put David Maneri back in. He's got a little bit of rest right before the end of the third quarter, but he is the powerhouse for Nevada Union. On the other hand, scoring still, Kenneth Macklin, number 23, represents the majority of the points.
On the scoreboard, it's just reverse score. 20. It's 30 for Nevada Union. Ponderosa with 31.
We'll get Gil Dominguez on that. We'll get that fixed up. Back in the game, John Chinsis is going to come back in. Toby Carter will stay on the floor, number 24. Rightfully so. Toby's having a great defensive game. They're going to let David have a few more minutes on the bench. He does have 3 fouls. I'm sure that's what's on Jeff Dellis's mind.
So 31-30 in favor of Ponderosa here as we head into the fourth period. 8 more minutes left to go in regulation here, and let's see what the Miners can do. They've got the ball to start this fourth period.
That's
There's
the shot they're looking
up,
for.
and it's off the iron, doesn't go. He had a good look. So bringing the ball up is Smith, being guarded in there by Edwards. Driving in, and he's going to be fouled. Let's see. I didn't see who the foul was on.
I think it was on Toby Carter. Let's see what they call it. On 15. No, it'll be on Daniel Carter.
Now the team fouls are even at 6 and 6. Over in the corner for 3, off the iron. Rebounded in there by the Miners. And that's Carter, and it gets blocked to get it out, and maybe taking a thought about a 3, didn't do it. Now they work around the top of the key as they're trying to set a play up here. That's Edwards going up against Macklin, and he's going to get another foul. That's his fourth foul, I believe.
And he'll get a one-on-one. This game is going to come down to free throws.
Yep.
It's a 30-point ball game with 7 minutes left. Defense and free throws are going to make the difference.
First one is up and good. So Edwards gets his first point of the game. Good shot of him there. See if he can drill this one, and it's off the rim. And Smith will bring the ball up the court, setting up a play.
High score of 31-31.
There's going to be a reach in. And that was on Edwards. Crowd doesn't like it, but he did reach in. 1-1. So the advantage that Nevada Union had with a 6-1 discrepancy in the foul trouble. Now it's 7-7, and both teams are in bonus.
And here comes a fresh leg, David Maneri.
It bounces around and in. So Edwards now takes it in, drives it all the way, and just lays it up.
Edwards will beat you if you let him, and he's right down the middle of the key. Beautiful shot.
They left that middle wide open, and he took advantage of it. So now looking around in the corner, Ponderosa now. Nevada Union up by 1. There's a 3 from downtown, nothing but net. That is Orr. That's his second three-pointer of the night.
What a pretty shot that is.
That was gorgeous. Nothing but net. So now the Ponderosa fans calling for defense. To get it all the way across court, down low, back out to Chinsis, puts it up, and he makes it.
You know, I think the floodgates are open. We're going to see some scoring now. Both teams getting a little bit tired, so the defense are locking off.
There's another 3 going up off the iron, and he saves it. Bounced around over the hands of 2 Nevada Union players. 27 on the shot clock. They move it back out to Orr. Now Smith, 15 on the shot clock, trying to get something set up here. Cross court, down. There's a push.
Yeah. That was a push, offensive foul, and they'll go the other end and shoot back through free throws. I beg your pardon, that will be an offensive foul.
And that is the 4th foul on Whitfield. Their big men have got all 4 fouls apiece. So this could be serious as it comes down to the wire, Paul. They're in foul trouble down low. And let's see who's going to get called there. So timeout called on the court. And with that, we'll be right back as timeout on the floor. 36-35, you're watching TouchdownProductions.com Game of the Week. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
That foul trouble.
All right, there's a good shot of the Ponderosa Bruins as they've got 3 players in foul trouble, and they're going to have to be very careful. They'll be fouling out of this game. So advantage right now to the Miners, trailing by 1 point. They'll inbound the ball. So Edwards will inbounds. Quick shot. Oh, it rolls around, doesn't go. Had a good look at that basket. So calling for the defense on the Miners. Good double team cutoff there as the no place to go, and now they have to get it out to Smith around the corner to Orr. He doesn't take his usual three-point try. 8 on the shot clock. Move it. There's a three wide open, and he hits it. Wow. That was Wheeler, his second three of the game.
Big shot by Wheeler.
So now, 4-point game with 4:07 left. So the Miners got to get something here. Gets a good screen, drives it in, stops, puts it up and too hard off the glass. That was Gary Maneri. Oh, the Bruins got a chance to make something happen here. And it's blocked in there. Down court, stop, pump, puts it up, and it's in.
Great pass by Mario Edwards. And a great finish by Toby Carter.
So Toby Carter with the basket. 39-37, 3:22. Driving it in, almost stolen away. Down 8-footer, up, and he hits it. That is Wheeler again. 12 points for him. Makes it a 4-point game again. As Edwards comes up the court, gasping for air. He's been in the game almost the whole time. And now they top it out at the key, and there's going to be a reach in on number 12.
And it'll be one-on-one. Good things happen when Mario Edwards drives the lane. They're collapsing in on him. If he doesn't get a shot, he's feeding it off, or he's going to the line. He needs to do that more.
So Edwards gets the first one and cut the lead to 2 points here. Coming down to the wire, 2:54. That's up and rolls around, doesn't go. And with the rebound now it's a 3-point game. 2:47 and counting. As Smith brings the ball up the court, there's a three-pointer, and it's off the iron. And is there going to be a foul called there, or is there going to be? Everybody's clapping it. And who was it on?
I think it was on Edwards, and I think that was just good aggressive basketball. I didn't see a foul there, Marty, but the referees are really calling them very equally.
First one is good. 2:37. We've got a 4-point game. Could be a 5-point game here. Got them both. Timeout called by Ponderosa. And there's a good shot of the Ponderosa team coming back to the bench. And the Miners have got the work cut out from them. Don't forget to join us on a Friday night. We've got Placer Hillman taking on the Intercom High School in a big basketball playoff game, all on touchdownproductions.com. Don't forget the road to the section title. Join us all this week on touchdownproductions.com, and don't forget to subscribe and like us on touchdownproductions.com, your NorCal Game of the Week. DVDs are available. So look at touchdownproductions.com/store and check out all the exciting DVDs from years past. Back to 1997, I believe, is when we started making all those games memory for all the high school students.
So here's what it comes down to, Marty. 5-point game, first time 5 points game. Normally in a basketball game, 5 points is nothing with 2:37 left in. But this is such a low-scoring game, such a defensive game. 5 points is a lot.
there was going to be a foul. Oh, I thought there was going to be a foul called there. There wasn't. So now there's a three-pointer. It's off the iron and doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Smith, and that was a crucial turnover right there. As the Miners needed that. A point, 2 points here. Driving the baseline, puts it up, and it's in. That looked like Macklin. So now they've got to make something happen here.
He should have scored him. He got the foul going up. He'll get a couple of shots. Missed a little layup, though. David getting banged around.
45-38, a 7-point ball game. First one's no good. Coming back into the game is Wheeler for Ponderosa. And that one's no good. And rebounded in there by, that was number 32, Wheeler. They're going to try to run some time off the clock. The basket here kind of puts it out of range. So let's see if the defense can step up. 1:30 counting down as Smith goes to the top of the key. Guarded in there by Gary Maneri. Reached in, almost stole the ball away, but let's see what they're going to do. A double dribble. Smith was just trying to do too much.
Great defensive pressure there, and great defense causes turnovers. Mario's got to push the ball. Only a minute left, and they need 7 points. No time to set up a play. That's the shot they want right there, and it doesn't go.
So now here comes, gets it on over, off, and he puts it in. That was Orr. And a steal, put back, there it is. That should just about do it. As Wheeler get a steal and then a pass down court. 49-38, there's a three-pointer, in and out. Miners get it back, another three-pointer, doesn't go. Another three-pointer goes up, it doesn't go. 30 seconds. Shot clock is off and bringing the ball up the court and then fouled. So it looks like Ponderosa is moving on to more than likely play Sacramento.
And the disappointment on the face of the coach of this entire Nevada Union team that Touchdown Productions has followed all year long, is a heartbreak. Really thought they could take the win tonight on their home court. And it really boils down to the fact that they just had an off night shooting.
Off balance shot, that doesn't go, and rebounded in there by Orr. I think he's going to take their time coming down. They're not even going to try to take a shot. Let the clock run out, and the Ponderosa fans are going crazy. And the clock continues to run as Orr bounces the ball, and that'll do it. The fans storm out on the field for Ponderosa. 49-38, your final score, which was a defensive struggle all the way, but Ponderosa comes back with a big victory.
And they shake hands at center court. Good season for the Miners. First time they've come to the playoffs in 4 years. But a disappointing loss here at LI Gymnasium, Nevada City.
So Miners are disappointed, but they haven't been to the playoffs in 4 years. And there's your final score. It was all Ponderosa in the fourth period. I think if my math is correct, it should be 18 points for Ponderosa in that fourth period if the math will add up.
But Nevada Union just couldn't find the basket all night long. There was shots that just were in and out. They did not shoot at the percentage they generally do, and that is really what this ball game is all about.
But that second half, with only 17 points total for the Miners, that was the difference in the ball game as the Ponderosa Bruins came out strong, and even though they got in foul trouble early in that second half, they managed to hang in there. And
looks like Kenneth Macklin will be the top leading scorer for the Ponderosa Bruins. He had 14.
As the
David Maneri, of course, for the Miners. As they filter out of the gymnasium.
So the Ponderosa Bruins will move on, more than likely to play Sacramento High School in the second round of the playoffs. Yeah, we had a good game, the 8 and 9 seed, Ponderosa on the road. They come to the Allied Gymnasium and they
take the win. Disappointment on the face. I am disappointed too. We saw a great basketball game, but I don't think what we saw was the game that the Miners can bring and that we have seen during this year. They needed to play their best basketball to beat Ponderosa and just didn't show up, especially in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they played strong defense all game, Paul, but they just couldn't keep up with the scoring machine between Macklin and Wheeler for the Bruins.
Well, even with 6 minutes left to play, the game was a 2-point game, and so whoever had the wheels at the end comes down to conditioning sometimes, and sometimes it just comes down to who's got the hot hand, and I think that's the case here. Both teams very, very close and very competitive. So as they leave the floor here at Allied Gymnasium, 38-49 is the final score, and like you said,
tough loss, but this is their first time to the big game, the playoffs in 4 years. So
a lot of the seniors leaving this team, though, and this was an opportunity for them to move on. Don't forget to join us Friday. Steve Sitter and myself will be at Placer High School. Inderkum will be in, and we will see a great girls basketball game here on touchdownproductions.com.
Yeah, your executive producer for tonight's game, Gilbert M. Dominguez. And camera operators, Giovanni Paulo, Eve Wilkins, and Emily Cox. Thank you, everyone. Your announcers for tonight's game, Paul Brown, Marty Mortensen.
Thank you, Marty. Great play-by-play.
Well, it's fun to be here. This great division, high division playoffs are pretty exciting. So the remote facilities are provided by the Commander 2. And the website is handled by Lynn Dominguez. Commander Maintenance, Plaza Tire and Auto Service, Reeves Auto Parts. Touchdown Accounting by the Cinto Group, LLP. Don't forget to contact us at touchdownproductions.com or give us a call, 274-2206. Let us know how we're doing. This exciting high school basketball and very good for the community. Don't forget the road to the section title. Join us all week on your touchdownproductions.com. And for Paul Brown, Gil Dominguez, the rest of the Touchdown Productions sports team, this is Marty Mortensen on your NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.